Alright guys, as you can see, that's not Dan sitting in front of the camera right now. We're going to do a little switcheroo today. That's Super DJ Johnny Guns right now, producer of my videos. He's actually going to do his own review of his latest pickups over the weekend, or over, I guess, the last week and whatnot. There you go. So we're gonna do a little switcheroo today, and John's going to take it away and talk about his latest pickups.
What's up, guys? Big shout out to Dan, Tier Zero, letting me do this review, being my camera guy for a change. Picked up a few Air Max this weekend at the mall, chilling out. You know, general release stuff. Nothing, no crazy releases. There was no kind of lines, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. Right here, we got the Air Max 90s. These are the white camo. And pretty dope little pickup, you know, urban. I guess they call that the urban camo look, the black and the white. Comfortable sneaker. You know, as most Air Maxes are. Standard leather all around the base of the shoe. You know, typical Nike emblems. What really gives it away is this hyperfuse camo, this white hyperfuse camo. Kind of tight, went a little bigger than normal. Normally I'm a 10.5, and I got the 11. They're a little tight for me personally. Certain shoes, you know, we did the review of the Saucony, and Dan had stated that his you know, his normal size 12 was a little big. That's a typical Saucony trademark. I think, personally, most of the time when I try on these hyperfuse Nikes, they're just a little tighter than the average Nike. So keep that in mind. You know, you might have to grab a half size bigger. That's what I did. Mesh toe box. You know, one pair of standard laces. This isn't any kind of crazy drop. You know, there's nothing crazy, just one pair of white laces. The inside's got a nice little... I would say a little urban camo design on the insert. Nothing too crazy. White bottom, which I like. I'm usually a big fan of the gum sole, but I think the white bottom works real well with this shoe. It keeps that urban camo look the whole time. You know, heel cap with the standard Nike Air Max, air bubble visible. You know, typical Air Max 90 stuff. Nothing too crazy with this shoe. Just a real comfortable, you know, urban camo looking shoe. I kind of dig that. You know, I'm usually not a big fan of the Air Max 90s, I gotta be honest. Usually like the Air Max 1s. Big fan of the 2010, you know, all the way around that air bubble shoe. I just like that look. But this, I just think this is just a dope looking shoe. I seen it and I grabbed it. Box price was $110. I picked it up for 89 bucks. Great score. You know, if you're in the market for a white shoe, it's a good summertime shoe. You know, you got summer coming up, your barbecues, your cookouts. This is just a real clean shoe to wear. You know, nothing too crazy about it. Just be careful while you're eating, man. I think if you drop some ketchup or some mustard on that bad boy, you're done. I don't think there's any coming back from that. So, you know, like I said, typical Air Max shoe. That was the first pickup.
Now, you know, hold on. Being you're a fan of the old school shoes, what do you think of the hyperfuse material, all that one layer, one piece type of material that Nike's using now?
Honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I got to be honest. I don't feel it. I think it makes the shoe tight. I think they're coming up with some crazy colorways. I mean, you know, maybe it's just the era in which I grew up. You know, I think a shoe should be clean. I think a shoe should be, you know, solid. Like this is. You know, this is just an urban camo look. You know, it's an all white shoe. It's a basic shoe, very minimal color blocking on it. There's not a lot to it, yet it proves its point. It's like, okay, you could tell it's a camo. You could tell that it's an Air Max. It doesn't go over the top. You know, I just don't think some of these crazy looking, you know, like the Flyknits, the Flywires. They're nice shoes. Some of the Chukkas, real nice, but not personally, not my style. You know, I'll stick with the standard stuff.
All right, old school.
Old school, man. I'm old school.
That's it.
Second pickup, I guess they call these the sunsets. No, excuse me. These weren't the sunsets. I don't think these were the sunsets. I think this was the...
I think this is a Beach of the Rio pack.
Yeah, that's right. That's
there
right.
You go.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
That's all good.
These are engineered mesh all the way around. These are a very comfortable shoe. As you can see, I went back to my size, went back to the 10.5. I think this is a dope colorway for the summer. You know, pastel colors, bright colors. You know, you're out there, you're at the parties, you're at the barbecues, you're at the block parties, you're hanging out, you know, you're going wherever you're going. And I think this is just a real classic look, real classic colorway. And you got the teal with the brown and the orange. Very, very slight blue up here by the lace, the eyelets, where the laces are up here. A little bit of that blue color in the Nike, the heel tab, also in the tongue. You know, it's got a pretty dope design on the insert. I don't know if you can get that zoom in.
Yeah, man. Looks like that tiger.
Yeah, it's just a really dope design. You know, a little bit of blue right here in the where the air bubble sits.
I see a speckled.
Yeah, it's got a
speckled midsole.
Yeah, the midsole is just really clean, man. You know, the speckled, it pops. You know, it pops. The brown is a really, believe it or not, for Nike, this is a really, really soft leather. Those two things usually don't, Nike and soft leather don't go together, you know, a la every Michael Jordan retro from '94 on.
I'm glad they didn't shit it up.
No,
with
they didn't cheap out,
the
man. I'm really surprised. You know, the engineered mesh is a very, see, I like the engineered mesh design. This kind of feels like you're wearing a Rocher run. You know, guys who wear Rocher runs, you're going to love this shoe. It's very, very comfortable.
True that.
You know, I have to be honest. The Urban Camo pack, as I like to call it, I actually bought an insert for the bottom of the shoe because they just didn't feel very comfortable.
The insole, you mean?
The insole did not feel very comfortable.
Right.
So, you know, I can't even, I'm not even going to front. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. I put these in here for the review, but I take them out because they're real thin. You know, certain Nike shoes, they use that lunar lawn. This is not one of them.
Right.
And I think it would have benefited Nike greatly to put a better, insert in that insole. It's just not comfortable. This one is much more comfortable. I don't know if it has to do with the engineered mesh. I don't know if it has to do with the, you know, if it's the actual insole itself, the insert. But I gotta be honest, this shoe is way more comfortable than that Urban Camo pack. I just like to keep it real because I don't want you guys going out there buying something like, yo, that idiot said they were comfortable and they're not. I had to buy an insole, I had to buy this. I don't have flat feet, I have a high arch, so you know it's not like you say, oh well, you got funky feet and you know they're hurting. It's not the issue. Like I said, dope little pickup, you know, nice and clean, great for the summer, you know, the summer events. Bright colors make you pop, you know. Nice pair of white pants, and you could get away with, you know, any color shirt. You could do your browns, you could do a little blue. You know, you could get away with a lot of stuff. I've worn these out already. And you know, as you can see, we keep them clean. We don't mess around.
Now you know, engineered mesh is one of the new techniques, new technologies that Nike actually is using this year. So this is actually newer than the Hyperfuse. So.
Yeah, and it's more comfortable. I have to be honest. Again, you know, you can see I went with the 10.5 as opposed to the 11 with the Hyperfuse, and it's a better fit than the Hyperfuse. I just don't like the Hyperfuse. I'm not going to sit here and you know, the engineered mesh is definitely where it's at. Definitely feels like more of a Rocher run or a lunar glide, you know, for you guys, for you Nike fans, if you guys are into like the lunar glides, it feels way more like a lunar glide or a Rocher run than it does an Air Max.
Is it lighter or heavier?
They are probably, I gotta be honest, I don't feel much of a difference. I mean, I don't think it's, it feels lighter on your foot. It definitely has that breathability as far as, you know, the engineered mesh definitely gives you that breathability. The fact that the leather on this shoe, I mean, you can see the leather is just so, it's butter. The leather, it really is butter. Compared to this right here, this is hard. This is a thick leather. This reminds me of that, like Air Jordan 3 retro leather that cracks across the top. You know, it's just a really stiff leather where this is just extremely soft. You could see the grains in the leather. You know, the stitching is very high quality. it's a flawless shoe, man. It looks a lot more expensive than what it was. Box price on these were $120, and deservedly so. I think they're worth the money, to be honest. I think they're a lot more comfortable than the Urban Camo pack. You know, and as I go to work tonight, I'll be rocking the Urban Camos, and I'm gonna be miserable all night. But I just gotta match the shirt, so I gotta do what I gotta do. It's part of the life. But I want to thank Dan Tier Zero for letting me do this this review here. Usually I'm the guy behind the camera, and today I get to be in front of it. And
when you get more, you'll do more.
yeah, no,
That's
I got some older stuff that I'm thinking about. You might see some older stuff. I got a 2010 Volt pack that I might do like a review on, as far as it was DJ Clark Kent's pick of the year back in 2010. It was the Air Attack pack. I think I'm gonna have to break those out and do a review on those also.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing
Throwback.
flashback reviews for some of these older models. You know, in case some of you.
In case some of you missed them, listen, everybody shops. You shop online, you shop on eBay, you shopping in the same places we're shopping, you're waiting on lines, you're doing the same thing we're doing. There's no great mystery to this thing, man. We don't have we don't got nobody in our back pockets, throwing us the shoes. We're waiting on lines, we're doing the same stuff that you guys are doing. Every once in a while, Dan will get a drop that's just like, he comes home and he's like, check this out, and he's like, pow, and I'm like, psh. He came home with those Sauconys, and I was just like, wow, it's a dope color. And then, he kind of told me about how he felt with the shoe, and I was just like, really? I bought some Sauconys before. I had the Packer edition, the Grid 9000s. I thought they were a pretty dope shoe. I turn them around real quick. I'll wear them a few times, flip them. It's just the way I am. I like to just pop tags. I know it's cliche, but once I wear them, that's about it, and that's all they get. So, once again, thank you very much. For
Talk about your SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You guys can catch me tonight. Tonight I'll be. I got a residency here in Jersey, 46 Lounge, in Totowa, Route 46, 300 Route 46 in Totowa. You can catch me there tonight. I'll be there tonight. Tomorrow night I got Verona Inn in Verona, New Jersey. You can check out my SoundCloud, SoundCloud / DJ Johnny Guns, Gunz with a Z. Free mixes. I throw up a mix at least once a month, 3-hour-long mixes, all the latest EDM, dance, house, hip hop, all mixed together real nice. You guys check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave some love. It's always free. It's always to help you guys out. iPod fillers, great music for the summertime barbecues, pool, cookouts and stuff like that. Drop it on your iPad, hook it up, listen to it. You got 3 hours of solid music all night long, and that's that. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you guys about a week or so. Peace out, guys.